developments also now coming in. We're understanding there is some sort of unease as far as the Shinde camp is concerned, because for the first time you have an MLA speaking out from the Shinde camp expressing his displeasure over the NCP joining the current Maharashtra government. You have MLA Sanjay Shirsat, who in fact has gone on to say that Shinde will have to decide on the future course of action with the current developments in terms of the allocation of portfolios, in terms of the kind of power sharing that you'll have to now do with the MLAs that have come in from the NCP. So the first time it looks like not all is well as far as the Shinde camp is concerned with the NCP coming on board. Some reactions coming in.
लेकिन राजनीति में ऐसा होता है कि कोई अपना विरोधी गुट आना चाहता है तो उसे लेना भी जरूरी होता है, और वही नीति बीजेपी ने अपनाई है। जो शरद पवार साहब के खंदे समर्थक थे वही अचानक आए। मुझे पता था ये सब बातें आएंगे करके, लेकिन इतने भी जल्दी आएंगे ये पता नहीं था।
पर सर कहीं ना कहीं जो एमएलए आपके हैं वो भी कहीं ना कहीं आस लगा के बैठे थे कि कैबिनेट एक्सपेंशन में उनका नंबर लगेगा। बकायदा भरत गोगोले हुए, प्रताप सरनायक हुए, आपका भी अटकलें लग रही थी कि आप भी एक्सपेंशन में हिस्सा होगा, आपका भी कैबिनेट एक्सपेंशन में, पर वो होते हुए नजर नहीं आया। तो अभी क्या आगे की रणनीति किस तरह से देखते हैं आप इसको? देखिए,
ये गुट आने से कुछ हमारी जो सत्ता है, सत्ता में उनको हिस्सेदारी देना जरूरी हुआ था। जब उनको सत्ता में हिस्सेदारी दी तो बट नेचुरल है कि कुछ हमारे ही लोगों के जो पद मिलने वाले थे वो कम हुए, इसलिए थोड़ी नाराजगी है, ये मैं मानता हूं। ये कोई झूठ या छुपाने वाली बात नहीं। नहीं, वो आ गए, हम बहुत खुश है, ऐसा नहीं है। तो ये तो होता है, लेकिन इसका अभी जो तोड़ है, इसके ऊपर सोल्यूशन जो है वो सीएम ने, अब डिप्टी सीएम ने निकालना चाहिए। नहीं तो ये नाराजगी बढ़ना ये अपने लिए भी ठीक नहीं है।
मतलब ठीक नहीं, मतलब नाराज हो गए कहीं ना कहीं फिर से?
हम जो 40 लोग।
So that's the first reaction that's coming in from an MLA within the Shinde camp, saying all is not well, because many MLAs within the Shinde camp were also hoping to get some meaty portfolios when the cabinet expansion happens. Now when the NCP coming in, they feel that they could be sidelined. Let's also now bring in our colleague Vinaya Deshpande, who's joining us on the broadcast. Vinaya, good morning. All is not looking well as far as the Shinde camp is concerned, because they feel they have now lost their clout with the NCP coming in. What are sources within both the camps telling you?
Well, absolutely. In fact, we know that, Shinde camp has been uneasy for quite some time. Since there was buzz about NCP joining them. We have seen how even during the last round of speculations, when we were expecting that Ajit Pawar would finally take that call, even then there was an unrest within the Shinde camp, and now finally when it has happened, we are seeing that over cabinet reshuffle and cabinet portfolio distribution, there is massive unrest among the Shinde camp leaders, because remember, there are only 43 cabinet ministerial berths that can be given to the Council of Ministers really, and we have seen that those who have jumped off from the Shinde group, all of them have been promised something hefty. Many of them had left a sitting ministerial position to come and join hands with the BJP. They have been in the waiting for over a year for that much promised cabinet expansion that never happened. We have seen that the cabinet has been functioning with a bare minimum numbers for almost a year, and now after the NCP joins hands, it joins in with the swearing in of 9 leaders of NCP who have now become cabinet ministers. Not just that, they have also been promised hefty portfolios, is what we learned from top sources from almost all the parties, and that is causing massive unrest from within the Shinde rank, because remember, the Shinde rank, some of the leaders have in fact even got a suit stitched for themselves saying that they are going to take oath of minister anytime soon.
Okay.
At such a juncture, being put on hold for several months at end, and then not being accommodated, and instead 9 heavyweights being accommodated, is clearly causing a lot of unrest. Back to you.
And Vinaya, why this becomes even more interesting is the Shinde camp, as you rightly pointed out, they were waiting for the right time, that when the cabinet expansion happens, possibly we'll be given a meteor role. Now that the NCP has come in, they've also come in with a certain expectations. You had broken the details yesterday that there is a possibility that Ajit Pawar could get a finance portfolio. He would expect something important for the other MLAs as well. This is going to be a very crucial task for the Chief Minister to try and balance expectations from both the camps?
Well, absolutely, Radhiba, and that is the whole point, because remember, NCP brings with it might, heft, a kind of stronger presence in Western Maharashtra, which is the presence which is lacking for both the BJP as well as the Shiv Sena Shinde camp. And when they bring that might, they clearly expect a larger share of the pie. We are seeing that many of these 9 leaders who have been sworn in as the cabinet ministers have remained ministers in Maharashtra for several years at end. They have very heavy experience when it comes to legislative or administrative experience. They have been a part of the cabinet for many years, and that is why they see it as below dignity if any smaller portfolios are given to them or Mahamandals are given to them. That is not something that they will take, and that is why it was very crucial yesterday while talking to us. Praful Patel said that, we have come on equal terms and on respect, and we expect that we will get on merit what we want. And as we have entered the government, we have clearly entered with the expectation that we will be given commensurate portfolios so that we are able to serve Maharashtra better. That's a clear-cut indication that the NCP is mincing no word, that it is bargaining really hard for all the key portfolios, and the BJP seems to be on board because Devendra Fadnavis has already told his cadres to not expect much of that pie. The only faction that remains is the Shinde faction, where the unrest keeps on growing day by day.
Vinay, I also quickly want to understand, considering the fact we're now seeing these voices come out from the Shinde camp, is there a feeling that the Karyakartas, the other MLAs in the Shinde camp, were not in the know-how of the NCP coming in? Because this MLA who's now spoken out saying that yes, talks had been on, but we never knew that it's going to happen so soon. So when these developments were finalized, do the Karyakartas at the bottom feel that they were not kept in the loop?
Well, yes, because we have seen that for many decisions like this, it was only Eknath Shinde who was kept in the loop, and that is where we have seen, even after several rounds of talks that happened, Eknath Shinde was also brought on board after a while. As the Chief Minister, it is important that his signatures are there on the paper when there is any new induction in the cabinet. But, keeping everyone on board in confidence for a clear-cut reason is not possible, Ridhima, because you already have disgruntled leaders who are threatening of jumping off because they are not getting what they want, and who have been in the waiting for over a year. What are you going to tell them? That we have 9 new cabinet ministers who are going to get all those hefty portfolios that you were eyeing. So one cannot really do that, and that is why we see that there has been a continuous growing unrest within the Shiv Sena Shinde cadre, even as we see that some of them have said on record that they have not been kept in the loop, and that they will be very unhappy about the whole developments if they are not inducted within the cabinet soon. In any case, we are seeing that the cabinet induction has been promised for quite some time, and even now, after this cabinet induction has taken place, there is a promise that a fresh cabinet induction will take place within this month itself. So a lot of unrest from within the Shinde camp, even as we see that those who were promised and who are sitting with their suits ready are the ones now who are saying that the decision should be taken at the earliest and they should be accommodated.